Alright guys, so kind of with low on content, I have been thinking about making a video about this for a while, so this is going to be a tier list video about the current patch of a few quick matches 1.2.4. So obviously there's only 4 characters in the game, so it really won't be a very long tier list, but I hope you guys will understand my explanation on everything. As someone who's been playing this game from day 2 and actively playing it either via streaming or playing my friends or just getting other people into it, I feel like I have a decent understanding of the current game and the current meta. But yeah, I just want to get started. So with our newest release being Ninja, I'm going to go from Ninja to the other 3. My current opinion about Ninja right now, it's gonna be super good. I have to do that, just message y'all. But Ninja has like a little bit of everything, and I might try to include some gameplay in this. I don't know how or when. I would have to think about how the editing's gonna go. But basically, Ninja for right now hasn't really had some nerfs. So for right now, the character is the only nerfs he's really had. Sorry, I lied. Was that Shuriken on release? It had a little bit too much hit stun. That's literally it. So aside from changing his neutral B, they haven't really touched him. So right now, I think the character has a lot of everything. You could look at my latest stream where I'm practicing Ninja, and you see me get combo to like Oblivion, and Ninja just has. I think he's the new fastest character in the game, if I'm not wrong. I think I heard people on Discord talking about that. And he has the best, if not like the second best combo game in the whole game. And that's really strong. And I feel like they gave him a lot of privilege, a lot of good frame data. He has a lot of disjoins. He has a really good up B, in my opinion. It does a hitbox when attacking, but I guess not when defending. I don't know. I know that his up B is kind of susceptible to being hit, but you can also use it as a combo. But yeah, so anyway, he has a lot of things going for him to a point where I'm not going to go as far as to say he has no weaknesses, but maybe the only weakness he really has would be like some of his moves do have a little bit of a lack of range, but that's what you have to give a brawler. Well, that's what you have to give some brawlers to not make them like too overpowered. But yeah, I think he is first or second in the game. I'll show you guys later who is the other character I think that contends with him. And then this one is one I've been talking to my friends a lot about who play the game. So for right now, I'm gonna put him here, but there's a reason that this one exists. Rend right now, this is just my opinion, I think is the worst character in the game. And that's not saying very much because he's still really good. He has really good range, very good power to go behind it. He still has really good combos. My problem for him is that he's the slowest of the bunch. And for me, that really detriments a character when you have 3 really fast, like either rush down or just 3 characters with amazing frame data, and then you look at Ren and you're like, what happened? Not saying that all of his moves are necessarily even bad, just like some of his moves I feel like didn't really need to get changed, especially that would help him in the current meta of the game. Like a very long time ago, this wasn't even recently, and I don't know how long ago I mean because the game's not even 2 months old. But I guess in the first month of the game, they decided to nerf his Nair and back air, really just only adding a frame or 2 of end lag. I think I can pull it up real quick, actually. It was a crazy long patch ago. Let's see if I can find it. Was it this one? Yeah, okay, yeah. So Nair just got increased ending lag from 10 to 12, or with landing lag. And then same thing with back air, went from 12 to 14. Those are really it. Those are the only things that like really affected him. There were some, like the neutral B change. Me personally, now that I've thought about it for a while, I don't like the neutral B change to Ren specifically. Granted, he would be able to spam it, but he kind of, in my opinion, he kind of needed that just because aerial neutral B allowed him to like zip across the stage a bit more, which made up for his lack of speed. So it's like it wasn't. I get why they did it, because they were saying, yeah, like a lot of people were spamming it and it did get annoying to a point, or they really wanted people to have a way to punish it. So I do understand why. When I say they, I mean Pluto and Plague, or at least that's their Discord names. I do understand why Pluto and Plague did those changes, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it, but I'm okay with it personally. Not the worst changes they ever did to him. The only thing that they really did that really bothered me was the forward smash change, because what you could do before the combo was grounded neutral B into F smash, and it was basically always a combo because they hit behind. So if your opponent DI'd in and you landed behind, Ren just got a free F smash, and Ren's F smash is the current strongest F smash in the game, so it could either force a burst or just kill. I've actually seen a lot of people say, wow, I didn't think I was going to die to that, so therefore they didn't burst, and therefore they died. So, yeah, I think Ren could definitely be due for some buffs. Just like some frame data buffs. I don't think he needs anything like too crazy. Like, I know I said his speed is kind of what detriments him, but I feel like if they increase his speed to maybe even the speed of Noct, then you have a much bigger problem on your hands, because you have a character with good range, good power, zipping across the stage like it's nothing. So, yeah, so I think Ren is the worst, but in a game with only 4 characters as of right now, it doesn't mean too much. He's still very much usable. If you go look at the last tournament's top 8, he is definitely in there. There's 3 of them, actually. And then he's in every single top 8. But to be fair, Eureka, well, all of them are. I don't know what the heck that is. Anyway, so on to the next character, Noct. Noct for me is easily in between these two. So my thing is, I definitely feel like he's gonna get some nerfs, just because his zoning, like if you're good at Noct, your zoning, or his zoning, is really strong. Bird, Arrow, and Bomb having the ability to almost cover just about the whole stage, except Bomb. Bomb is more or less kind of like a trap you can leave for your opponent, or having Bomb on your opponent is always scary, especially in the later game, or the later game. If you like were to pop your burst early, I feel like having the Bomb on you is almost like it's almost like a free kill at any time button. So if you're above, like, I don't know, 150%, like, even if you're on the ground, it's going to send decently high. And then, you know, he gets 1 or 2 up airs and you're kind of just dead. But the thing is, with Noct is that they have changed the way some of the things work. If I'm not completely wrong, they have changed... Well, I know up B had a change. So his up B is really easy to, like, stop, making him very exploitable off stage specifically. I feel like they need to work on his zoning, because I've heard some people, when I say some people, I mean like 2 people. I've heard 2 people say that he's able to spam Bird and Arrow a little too freely, but that's the point of a zoner, is just to like get your opponent not to approach you, so you can do that. You can exploit your projectiles to get a really good advantage state. So that's kind of just how Noct is. But if there's characters who can outrange him or rush him down, he is very susceptible. He does have good frame data, but I feel like the only 2 of his smash stacks that really kill are like up and down, because I don't know, forward smash for me, I feel like they gave it an auto assist button when he automatically throws a bird that auto targets you. And even then, I've gotten hit with it like a 150 plus the bird, and I'm still alive. So, I think his zoning is really good. But if you can't really completely zone your opponent out as a zoner, you are going to be in a heavy disadvantage state, and it's not always fun. I don't play Noct myself. I only main Ninja and Ren, and Ninja's a work in progress at the moment. So, yeah, I don't know. I've actually seen the #1 Noct play. I have a friend who me and him were playing, and I was talking to him on Discord because it's a relatively small community right now. The game isn't super big, so the number one Nox was talking in like the general chat, and I asked him, I was like, hey, are you a good Nox player? Because I didn't know he was number one at the time, and he said, oh yeah, I'm the best solo Nox player in the world. And then my friend was playing online, he was streaming on Discord, and I saw his exact name. I was like, dude, you're fighting the world's best Nox. He was like, I am. And he got absolutely washed. I felt bad. I think he managed to like scrape by and take a stock. And then he was like, I don't want to fight him again. So he didn't match into him again. He left after that and just didn't play him. I definitely think Nox can be up here if like it's really good zoning he's up here, but seeing as the average Nox that I've seen is not crazy zoning, and I don't want to automatically compare it to the number one Nox, I'm gonna put him at good. And then here's my last opinion. I think Eureka having possibly the best results out of all of the tournaments. So let me see, there's 2 Eurekas, that's okay. I don't think there's a Eureka. Again, I don't know what this is, so I can't exactly tell you. But here's 4 Eureka, and then here's 3 Eureka, and 2 of the 3 having top 1 and 2 placements. I personally think Eureka and Ninja are the only characters right now at this moment who really compete for first. I think Eureka has the combo game that can keep up with Ninja, and he also excels in speed. So I feel like he can easily catch up to Ninja and punish him for some of his shenanigans. And then also having access to Eyeball to ping you in midair is still a really strong tool. And yeah, I think these 2 are definitely better than these 2. I can tell you for sure, I think these 2 have given me a harder time than these. The only way this one could give me a hard time is if, like I said, you excel at zoning out, which is the point of a zoner. But yeah, Nox, I as someone who's fought a lot of Nox, he just has so much utility that I feel like he's the only character that can overtake Ninja's current like reign of the meta. But the reason why this exists is because when I say Ren is the worst, this was my original thought process. And then I was like, I played Ren, and I actually beat like all 3 of these. Like, okay, Nox is his worst matchup. And at a later point, I actually have a clip of me beating my friend who's pretty good at Nox with Rend. So, you know, all these matchups are all winnable. I was going to say Ultimate. It's like you can have a -2 matchup, but it doesn't really mean too much because every matchup is winnable. It's just that some are a lot harder to win than others. Not saying that tier lists are unnecessary or anything like that. I don't know. I'm saying this as I'm doing a tier list video myself, but yeah. Eureka is easily the only character who can, I've said that like 3 times. These 2 rule the game, and these 2 are like the ones who can beat these, but these 2 have an easier time beating these 2. Ren is actually gives these 2 a hard time because he heavily outranges them. They just outframe data him. And like I said, well, I don't know if I said this, but range from Ren doesn't take you anywhere. It doesn't take you as far as I'd like it to, because even like Sephiroth in Ultimate has amazing range, but then the character has so many other detriments that it doesn't really matter for him. So yeah, that's my thought process as the current state of the game. I do know we are going to get a patch relatively soon because Pluto said he wanted to wait for the game to rest a little bit, and then he's going to do some other patch. I was like, where the heck is it? Yeah, more Balance Age will come this week after we gather some more data. So I think after this week, we are definitely. Oh yeah, I want to call this way ahead of time. Ninja's getting nerfed. I know that for a fact. Ninja's getting nerfed. If Ninja doesn't get nerfed and he gets buffed or untouched, I will be completely shocked, because I'm not going to say I think he's overtuned. That's just not true. But I do think he has a lot going for him, more than the current characters of the meta, except for Eureka. But even in my opinion, Eureka has been needing a nerf just to a couple things. I know that they did nerf his up smash at one point, but aside from that, to me, I'm not a Eureka player. Don't kill me, Eureka players. But to me, he hasn't had a lot of nerfs. Noct also needs a couple nerfs. I feel like these two, like before Ninja was in the game, it was really just these two ruling the game, and Ren was kind of just existing. Granted, there was Ren in the top 8, but again, there was only 3 characters in there at the time. In the next top 8, I feel like there's only going to be one Ren and or none, just because these 3 have way too much going for them. And Ren's like, haha, big sword swing upwards, and that's it. Like, he has nair, up air, and like back air, and maybe neutral B. But yeah, I would personally like to see as a neutral B nerf reverted. Or if not reverted, make it a lot shorter, because as a Ren and Ninja main, recovering with that neutral B nerf is kind of hard. Again, it's only like a 3-second cooldown, which isn't too bad. I personally would have liked like maybe a 2-second nerf. You're off stage for 2 seconds, hey, I got my neutral B back, and then if you hit him off stage again, you know, that's it. At least you had your cooldown. I feel like 3 seconds is a bit much for a high action pace fighting game. But again, this is all just my opinion. So I think I'm gonna end it there. I don't think I have anything else I really wanted to say specifically. Yeah, no, I was gonna think about something. Yeah, like I said, maybe my initial thought process was this: Ren's usable, but the other 3 are just way better. I know I'm probably gonna get some people disagreeing with me. They're gonna be like, no, actually, Ren's the best in the game, or Noct's the best in the game because he can zone out everyone and he got bird and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. Again, this is my opinion on the current state of the game. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, so this is what you guys say, whatever you want. This is what I think. This was my original thought process. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys for watching. I hope you guys like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Hope you guys all have a blessed and wonderful day. Bye.